Oh gosh, you did go back to sleep. That's why I always feel like I have to set multiple alarms because I'm scared I'm going to snooze through the final one and then not wake up at all. Hey, third period intermediate. Gonna go over really quick your sketch assignment today and the project that you have been working on or will be working on for today and tomorrow. Well, yesterday and today. Today it is due. Let me get into your section. Foundations, intermediate. Please keep in mind that progress reports go out Monday. So a lot of you have a lot of work that you still have not turned in. Yes, I put due dates on things and not I don't close them out, and obviously I'll take them until the end of the 6 weeks. However, you do not need to be waiting until then. You need to be doing your work and uploading your work so you don't get behind all of your work. You have a really cool sketch assignment today, at least in my opinion. You are drawing a skull in a setting. So you need to ground the skull somehow, meaning it doesn't need to just be floating on your paper. It needs to have something, it needs to have a foreground or a background or be, like if you were drawing a skull tattoo, it needs to be actually on an arm or some body part, you just can't just draw a skull floating in the middle of your page because of course you're intermediate art. So, and I've got a whole bunch of examples here. It doesn't, let me scroll up. I love this project. I mean, it's not a project, it's a sketch, but those of you, if you're finished with everything, you could really spend some time on drawing a skull. The skull up here is in the inside of an aquarium. That one has some flowers and they did that in color. Obviously it's Halloween, it's October. So there's some skull things you could do there. There's another one that's in the water. So you need to give it you got to give it something. It's just not this floating thing. It doesn't even have to be a human skull. I didn't require a human skull. I just said a skull. There's a cow skull right here in the desert. There's apparently a human skull here in the desert. You can be as inventive as you want. This one kind of has a flower like growing through it and blooming. But that is your sketch assignment for today. You are drawing a skull somehow. Maybe this is a side view right here. Maybe you're drawing part of some Halloween decorations. The skull right here is like on vacation. You might do something piratey. We are in Greenville, ECU Pirates. And you are going to go to your assignment section. Always click on assignments. You probably have things when they're coming up, they're about to be due. We have been working yesterday. And I think the skull would be a great thing to do for this fractured drawing. I introduced and talked a little bit about this yesterday. You're going to kind of take the concepts we've been working with shading and value, and you are going to take the concept of Cubism, which was an art movement that pretty much made everything look like it basically, if you took a painting of a girl playing a mandolin, just all realistically, and broke it, or if the painting was on glass or mirror and you broke it and you had to put it all back together, it's kind of what Cubism looks like. It's very jagged and angular and has lots of layers. And so we are doing a very simple trick. We're going to create our own Cubism inspired drawing. And we were all here, we'd be doing these on much bigger paper and we'd be working on them for a lot longer. But what I want you to do is just maybe about the size of your hand, which is about, 4 by 6. Think about like when back in the day when we used to get photos developed, like a picture is about 4 by 6. So in your sketchbook, I want you to draw about a rectangle, or a little, at least the size of your phone or a little bit bigger, draw a section that you can draw a simple outline of an image. Here I did like a large jungle leaf, but you could do a shoe, you could do a car, you could do a cartoon character. Anytime you're stuck for, I want to draw a Corvette, but that seems hard, you can always go into Google and type in Corvette drawing clip art, and you'll get more of a coloring book style, easier way to look and draw an object. So you're going to draw an object inside of a rectangle, and then you're going to divide that space up. You're going to divide that space, that composition that you just created, either with, see how we've come back in and added these curvy lines on top of these fall leaves. You could do a leaf thing, you could do a pumpkin thing, you can draw anything. Back to my example. So here's the rather large, that jungle type of leaf. And then this has been divided up in diagonal and horizontal and vertical lines. Just, I've broken that whole little rectangle up into some sections. And then what you're going to do is these are some more final projects. Here's the skull right here. I also added that in an announcement yesterday so you can see it turned upright. Here's some more student examples. But what you're going to do after you do a simple contour line drawing of something and break up your background space, you're going to come back in and shade almost like a checkerboard. So you're going to go dark to light. So if it's dark right here, when you move to the next one, it's going to be light. And then when something else gets, into that space, basically you're alternating, gradually going light to dark, and dark to light. But wherever something, so let's say in this one, I'm doing dark to light. When I get to these are going to be light to dark. So you're just alternating each time you run into something that is in your section. And then when you are finished, when you take your time and you're finished, it's going to look like this, which looks amazing. Now we've taken a boring jungle type leaf and we have shaded and we have changed, we have shifted our value scales, and it looks a lot more interesting. And it is a cubist style jungle leaf. Then you're going to take a picture of it and you're going to upload it for a grade, because that's due today. Your sketches are due tomorrow. You have 4. You've already had 3 thus far this week. So you have plenty of time to get this finished today. And your sketch assignment, do a really good job with the skull. I think it'll be a good one. And also upload anything you have not turned in. Progress reports are going out Monday. You don't want me calling home to the mamas or daddies or grandparents or guardians or strangers that you live with and tell them that you haven't been doing any work. All right, so let me see if there's any questions in the chat room. There is not. I'm going to stop the video for the day, or the live recording. Please email me if you need to have a Zoom one-on-one with me, and we will. And I will see you tomorrow.